Welcome back to Wave Dalker. Weekly Music 50. Can you believe it? 50 episodes of this. Crazy, crazy stuff. Maybe the second to last episode of the year, which is crazy. I only missed 1 week, so next week will be 51. I only missed 1 week out of the entire year. Pretty impressed with myself. I'll be curious to see how Weekly Music turns out next year. I definitely want to cause I don't know. I'm kind of losing motivation with YouTube right now, so I'm trying to figure out the best way I can stay motivated and still create, weekly videos. I'll probably move it to Monday. That'll probably be the best thing for me. But episode 50, 5 albums, crazy stuff. Over 200 albums this year that I've listened to and reviewed on YouTube, which is super cool. A lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy these 5 albums. Here they are. Album number 1 of the week, 5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake, came out in 1969. This is the 3rd album I've listened to from Nick Drake. I've also listened to Pink Moon and Brighter Later. And something I really like about Nick Drake is he just has this authenticity and rawness in his music, which I feel like I say about a lot of artists, but with him, it just feels different. There's something different about it, and I don't know. I think he's kind of adjacent to Bob Dylan in that sense, where it's a lot of just very calm and honest, and the songwriting is on that similar level. There's that really great guitar, and they have these vocals that aren't trying to be super glamorous, or they're not trying to reach this point of perfection at all. Bob Dylan, he's kind of known for his just unorthodox and not traditionally sonically appealing vocals, and I feel like that's a very similar thing with Nick Drake, where it just feels like you're right by the campfire just listening to your friend who just wrote a song, and there's just that kind of honesty and shyness to it almost. It just feels so authentic. And I think with this, I believe this is his first project, so I think he released this and then Brighter Later and then Pink Moon, I think. But it's just something about the first project and just the honesty, and I feel like there's no real this doesn't feel like his first project. He feels like a very polished artist, and he died so young, but I think he's just such an impressive songwriter and lyricist and instrumentalist. I think it just comes across so strongly in his projects. So I'm gonna go 87 hot dogs out of 100 for 5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake. On to the next album. Album number 2 of the week, The Stranger by Billy Joel, came out in, let's see when it came out, because I forgot. This is kind of impromptu. The Stranger by Billy Joel, 1977, same year Star Wars came out. First time listening to it front to back, I am vastly familiar with a lot of the tunes on here. Anthony's song, I'm Moving Out. Vienna was a favorite of my ex-girlfriend's for a time, so I'm familiar with that tune. The title track, The Stranger, a lot of the tracks on here I've listened to all, similar to my listens to of Yellow Brick Road by Elton John, Abbey Road by the Beatles. These are songs that are very much within the zeitgeist of music, which I feel like that I'm a part of, I guess, just because I'm a music fan. So I've heard these songs a lot, and are a big part of popular culture, I feel like. And I guess, it's rock, but it's also kind of glam pop. Let's see, what genre does Billy Joel classify himself as? What genre is Billy Joel? Pop, rock. Okay, so like I said. So all these tunes, like I said, I keep saying that, are very intertwined within popular culture, and you'd have to be kind of a hermit to not have heard at least one of them. But listening to it front to back is a very different experience to hearing one of them individually. He is one of the greatest songwriters of all time. Such a legendary pianist, and the way that his piano and vocals work together to make such a wonderful tune. And there's such distinct emotion and just such a vast, there's just a broad scope of what he's talking about in these songs, and it works so well with the compositions and the lyrics and everything. It's such a rich tapestry of music in this album. Anthony's song Moving Out, it's just, obviously it's I think it's the first song on the album, but it sets the tone immediately, and that's probably one of my favorite Billy Joel songs, honestly. It's such a classic, and like I said, it sets the tone. Very strong album. 92 hot dogs out of 100. That seems fair for, one of the greatest albums of all time. I'm gonna leave it at that. The Stranger by Billy Joel. On to the next album. Album number 3 of the week, Orange Blossom Special by Johnny Cash. Came out in 1965. This is the second album I listened to from Mr. Johnny Cash, the first of which being Folsom City Blues, I believe it's called, or Folsom State Prison. Whatever, it's the one where he's singing in the prison. I wanted to listen to a Johnny Cash album because I'm going to be going to see A Complete Unknown next week, the Bob Dylan biopic with Timothée Chalamet. And Johnny Cash is in it, played by Boyd Holbrook. I wanted to watch or listen to some tunes of his that may be in the film. I like Johnny Cash. And similarly to Bob Dylan, very wonderful songwriter, very distinct voice, very iconic voice, like very similar to Bob Dylan. They just have very classic, iconic voices, and they were men of the times, two of the biggest artists of their time. But what I like about Cash is that there's a little bit more of I don't know, there's a little bit more, it feels a little bit more personal when he's telling a story or singing a song, and it's something about just his guitar and just his oh, yeah, it's, I don't know, I just love his voice, and I like it. I like Johnny Cash. I like this album, and I like how he kind of kicks off a lot of songs with just him telling a story with no music, and then he just cuts in the song. I thought that was really neat, so I liked it. I'm gonna go 78 hot dogs out of 100 for Orange Blossom Special by Johnny Cash. On to the next album. Albums number 4 and 5 of the week. First up, we got, where is it? Diamonds and Rust by Joan Baez. Came out in 1975. Complete Unknown coming out next week. I'm in a kind of kick right now. I'm getting ready for it. And an album I was told to check out if I wanted to get into Joan Baez, who appears in the film, obviously, because she had a relationship with Mr. Bob Dylan, is Diamonds and Rust by Joan Baez. And Diamonds and Rust is actually about Bob Dylan, which is really neat. But she has such an awesome voice. Very similar to Joni Mitchell, I found. Just that very sensitive, calming, folky-esque feminine voice, which I'm a big fan of. Obviously, a feminine voice is a female artist. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I thought this album was just super cool. Diamonds and Rust obviously being the standout, but I thought Dita was also really great, with that very repetitive, catchy chorus. I thought that was really neat. But yeah, it's just such a lovely, lovely voice. Yeah, I thought it was really neat, really solid. I'm going to go 82 hot dogs out of 100 for Diamonds and Rust by Joan Baez. And album number 5 is Saheem by Sa Baby. I wanted to check this out because Clairo is actually featured on the deluxe on the song Show Off. I listened to the bass album. I didn't listen to the deluxe, but I queued up the song from the deluxe onto the main listen. I haven't listened to the full deluxe yet. This album was great. I've never listened to Sa Baby before, but his flow is very similar to that of Mr. Playboi Carti and Young Thug, two artists I'm a big fan of, and I love their flow. Just that kind of like Atlanta, and that kind of he has a very similar vocal range to Carti, or at least recent Carti, where it's that really good mix of, I don't want to say baby voice, but you know what I'm talking, you know what Carti sounds like, but just that very, and the production I thought was really great on this. The song Viking was really cool. Mirror Pics was good too. I liked it a lot. I want to listen to more Sa Baby because I thought this album was really great. I'm gonna go, give me 80 hot dogs out of 100 for Saheem by Sa Baby. Yeah, on to the guy. And now I'm back. I said, hope you guys enjoy these albums. I listen to them. You can listen to them if you want to. This is meant to be kind of like a listen to these albums. I listen to them. I like them. Blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed these albums. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Merry Christmas. Yeah, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. And thank you, to all my listeners, all my watchers. Hope you guys enjoyed, this series. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.